I wrap this thing up in plastic until I get that frame for tomorrow. So let's turn it on. You can see what's the end product there. Like I said, I ran them. They're about there, so. Oop. Let's not smush that. Perfect. I mean, it looks, I don't like that. You can see this. I'll anchor this thing down here. The light comes with these little brackets with screws, but obviously I'm not going to be able to screw them into the metal there. So I'm not sure what I'll use those brackets for. I guess I could super glue them or something. I don't know. It gets hot here, so I don't want to get it all sticky, you know, but yeah, it doesn't bother me that much that it's like that. Yeah, I think it looks pretty good. All right, so this is my 2022 Ford Maverick Lariat, whatever. I installed these lights using this rocker switch. This is the switch that I used. I got a housing for it, but it doesn't fit. It's about the same size as this hole, so it just doesn't. I tried shoving it in there, it won't fit. So besides that, this thing won't fit either. I would have to cut the front of this thing a little bit on the top and the bottom to get this fit, and that'd be fine if it was just that, but it won't fit in there either. So 2 unfits. I'm returning it and getting a different one. This kit here came with this. I didn't use it, so just some spare wiring, I guess. All this stuff is what I'll be using, or that I used rather. You need a couple of these. I'm gonna put one on in a second because I pushed all the wires through to see if that holder fit, and one of the things came off. I didn't put it on properly, I guess, so I'm gonna reclamp. I reclamped it right here. I'm gonna pop one of those in there, and then I'll wire this thing up so you can watch me wire it too. Anyway, what you will need is you'll need some like a socket set, because I think you'll need 3. So you'll need one for that, one for, no, that's a star. If you're doing it like how I did it, I ran the light through these. I think they're like mounting brackets or something. I don't know what they're called. I probably should, but I don't. But yeah, I think this is that's a different size. It's bigger than this one, so you'll need those 2. And then you'll need this star-shaped one. Usually that's pretty common with car stuff. You'll need to, so if you're planning on doing more stuff, it's worth having some. I've used it. I used it when I put on my tailgate assist thing. But I think it's just the smallest one. Yep. No. What's going on here? Oh, that is T30. Yeah, anyway, you'll need T30. Okay. Now, this video, I will not be opening up everything because it's like 95 degrees and it's hot in here. I'm not about to do that again. I did it the other day when it was about 90 and it was brutal. So, anyway, yeah. This is all you'll need pretty much. I used this thing. I guess I'll explain this first. So I had to put this one up, no problem. I fed it through this hole here, which was covered by this little rubber grommet. It just popped out. I put my hand through here, pushed, and then I pulled with it on this side, and it popped right out. So fed the wire through there. Around this after you take this thing out, you'll undo all these, take it out. There's this big giant cubby thing. You pull that out, and then it's really, you just reach around. It's right there. So this side was no problem hooking up. This side, on the other hand, I was trying to figure out how to get this cable right there, if that's fed through there, to connect over there. I ended up just dropping it down, going against the frame of the truck. I was underneath the truck, fed it all the way around, and then dropped it in there. These two sides are different a little bit. This side, when I opened this thing up, took this thing off, if I put this camera down there, you can see the floor, like it goes straight down. This side, they put a little plastic cover thing, so you can, if you dropped something in here, it would just get caught up in there. Let's see if I can fit under there. Oh boy. Oh, I didn't want to go into the car, but I guess I am. All right. See this big plastic piece here? This whole plastic thing. I dropped the cable right there. See it? And it's going over my spare tire, around, and then up there. And there's that hole where I said if you drop something, or if you look straight down, you can see the floor. That's what that is. So yeah, I just ran it across over my spare, up there. Ooh. It was a tight fit. Give yourself extra slack as much as you can from here, and then you can pull that. I had that light was right up against the hole, so, and then I just fed a little bit more over here, and then I could pull it tight so it's nice and taut. But what's nice about this way and having this whole wiring harness on this side, I know it probably would make sense to put it over there because you already have that this light switch here, so you could hook it up over here and be like, yeah, all my lights are on this side. But I had a nice little catch down here. I just liked it on that side, so that's what I did. Now I have lights on both sides. Whichever side of the truck I'm working on, I can quickly push that and have light. Yeah, let's get this thing hooked up now. Something I needed while I was back to this thing. When I was running this under the truck, I taped the end of the connector for these lights, like this end piece here. I just taped it to the end of this, so that way I can push it over my spare tire, because I was trying to get my arm through there and it was not happening. So anyway, this thing is just for declogging drains. I just saw it. I was kind of like frustrated, looked over. I was underneath the car. I looked over and I saw this and I said, perfect. Sometimes that's how it goes. So, all right, let's hook up this thing now. Ooh. Let's see if I can hook this up like that. Just propping up my phone here so you can see what I'm doing. That'll work. Okay, so I already hooked this thing on. Feels a little bit loose. For these things, if you're not familiar with them, come on. Oh. If you're not familiar with them, you put the wire in on this side, and then you pinch the middle really hard. Just pinch the crap out of it, because what it does is it bends the there's a metal piece like this, and you feed the wire through the middle of it, and then when you squeeze the middle, it pulls that metal around the wire and holds it in place. So you're not going to squeeze it too hard, just pinch the crap out of that. Okay. All right, so this part just slides in there. Push, push, push. You will most likely need some needle nose pliers. There we go, nice click in there. Super handy. Okay, so this is all correct. All right, so I had to check which one I did. I took a picture of it before I disconnected it, but I did this side here. So you just follow that. Pretty straightforward. So, all right, let's do the black one first. And these things are labeled for you. So that says, this says 8 and 7 on the top here. 8 and 7 there. So let's do that. It looks like the double is on this side. Boom. Single on this side. Boom. Double on this side. And this one goes to this bottom right side. Alright. And this is our single. This is the outgoing power. Voila. All right, now before we start, let's just double check. Before we continue, let's make sure that turns on. So I'm gonna hop out and give power to my truck. See if that switch lights up. It's a good time to show you that it does work anyway. So it works. Nice. All right. That's about it. So yeah, like I said, drop it in there like this. Something you'll need is this cord here. Forgot to mention that earlier, but so when you open up this flex box here, cord, so it's just plugged into the plastic there. Mine came with a little baggie, and this was in that bag. It just came with one, so you can order another one on Amazon. I ordered one. It came with a 2-pack actually, so I'll have an extra one. I don't know what I'll do with it, but yeah, just plug that in there, and that comes in with 2 raw wires, which I used those little things to hook up to the harness here. So that's all plugged in here. The outgoing right here goes out to this little fuse box. The double one, see right here, that one goes to the black for this. I hooked up, so this light switch, I'm sorry, this light here had its own red and black, right? So that's where this one came from, the red fuse box, that came from the light, and then the black fuse box right here. I crossed the 2 grounds, the 2 black ones, from this cable, the flex bed cable, and the light cable here. There's 2 grounds. I put them together because it's ground, it's fine. And then that turned into one, which goes into this the double one there. Yeah, and the red went to the other double there. So, so just drop it all in there. And that's it.